Every poker player knows that feeling. You keep pushing your opponents through a hand. Your cards aren't that strong, but your gut tells you the other guy is bluffing. You raise. Your chest is pounding, but you're cooler than Neo stopping bullets. Wait, what? He re-raised. The pot is massive, the timer's ticking, it's your turn to speak. Sure, we've all heard the old phrase, I don't play the odds, I play the man. But what does that mean when you're pot committed with nothing but mid-pair? Obviously, big winners and poker pros do things differently from the rest of the crowd. In this video, you'll get 5 insights that could help you win at poker and put cash in your pockets. Let's get right to it and start bringing your win rate up where it belongs. Number 1. Follow the charts. Not knowing your poker charts is like riding a sweet bike with no clue how to shift the gears. If you don't know what charts are, today is your lucky day. If you've got the basic charts down, the time to expand your horizons is now. You may have seen poker hands rankings or tables of starting hands. They'll give you a quick reference and help you spot good cards when you see them. Once you have that handled, you'll see about a third of poker hands are pretty easy decisions to raise, call, or fold. You'll be playing those aces in every position. On the flip side, you should probably muck that 7 deuce off every hand, unless you want to tilt someone, but that's for another video. Now what about ace 9 suited? You could play that in mid to late position, but probably not under the gun. Knowing the chart is going to lay the base on which hands to play and where to play them. Let's say you know all about that and are ready to get next level poker smart. Have you heard of Nash Equilibriums? Well, if you've seen A Beautiful Mind, you know the mathematician behind the concept. And if you're not in the mood for nerding out, remember that this kind of nerding gets you paid. It's all about the best strategy. A Nash chart shows you what to do when you're heads up late in a tournament, and the usual standards have gone out the window. Instead of being lost, you use math to make sound plays that take your chip stake into account. For example, if you've got about 6 big blinds, shoving with 10-6 offsuit can actually be a solid play. If you have more than 20 big blinds, you can up your standards and wait until 10-9 comes along before you shove. Knowing how to read the data will tell you what the best plays are. Of course, knowing whether to adjust your Nash chart based on your opponent is critical. Sometimes the best play isn't the right play. If you like the video so far, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Number 2. Position. Now let's talk about position. Online poker might look like it's all about the cards, but position is how you make bad cards pay up. There are so many times when it really doesn't matter what's in your hand. If you're up against a tight player and have position on them, you're going to be raising them aggressively and stealing tons of blinds from them. When they play back, they probably have the goods. Of course, a decent player will adjust their strategy. They want to stop getting bullied. They'll loosen up and play back at you with smaller pairs, ace high, and suited connectors. If that happens, you'll still have position on them, and you'll be able to get away from a hand that's spiraling out of control. This also means that when you're first or second to act in early position at a 6 or 9 person table, you generally tighten up a bit or a lot. You need to have good cards or you're going to be losing too much money in the long run. But just like our friend, you'll want to mix it up occasionally and call with pocket 5s or suited connectors to vary your strategy. You'll become less readable and give yourself the chance to trap stronger hands. Number 3. Continuation bets. Continuation bets are when you were aggressive pre-flop and kept the pressure up to show strength. They can be a good move on a rainbow board with no high pair possibilities. Flops like that probably miss the other players and they might be ready to fold. On a strong board that missed your hand but could connect with your opponent's cards, a continuation bet is a bad strategy. It might be tempting to bluff, and the other players are likely to defend their pairs and chase draws. Number 4. Reading signs from your opponents. Who says there's no way to read tells in online poker? As much as your most talkative buddy 6 beers deep? Probably not. But no matter the table you're playing on, your opponents are sending out valuable info. Bet amount, bet speed, previous behavior, it's all worth taking into account. Common tell number 1, raising after a delay is a common indicator of strength. A lot of players try to trick you by appearing to throw out a bluff when they really have the goods. Bluffing a bluff? Whatever you want to call it, they might be trying to disguise the true strength of their hand. Don't fall for it. Common tell number 2, the insta-raise. It usually means the person checked a raise all button. That person is often in good shape. Common tell number 3, the auto check. On the flip side of the insta-raise, the auto checks are a pretty solid indicator of a weak hand. Common tell number 4, the auto call. This can mean that someone's chasing a hand and wants to see the next card coming. Common tell number 5, the bet amount. Very small bets are often feelers put out by weak hands, while massive overbets usually indicate that someone impatient finally has the goods and wants to get paid. Unfortunately, the exact opposite can also be true. Secret number 5, know when to fold. What's the final word on poker? Kenny Rogers said it best. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Or, if you like movies, it's better to retire and save your aircraft than push a bad position there. Top Gun. If you're in doubt, save your stack and call it quits. At the very least, you know there's no more damage coming from this hand. If your folded cards hit, take a deep breath and congratulate yourself for having made the smart decision. Okay, to recap, know your charts, both basic and advanced, consider position very seriously when picking hands and making moves, use C-bets wisely, pick up on the signs opponents give you, and fold when all the lights in your brain are going out. Now you've got a few more weapons in your arsenal. Hopefully, that'll make the difference, so you can own the table and rake in the chips. Like if you learned, subscribe for more tips, hit that bell to stay in the know.